Me, 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 me. Okay, so this is the center of the steering wheel here, and I looked online. I couldn't find any information on these, on how they came apart. So it took me a little while. Really gently tapped it, and they thread in. I've seen a bunch of people on the forums asking how these come out, and no information. And I've seen where a lot of people taking just screwdrivers to them and broke them, but nobody mentions that they're threaded in. So there's the thing. So these Bakelite rings are hard to get. So the thing is just really, really gently just tap it and just keep putting pressure on it, and they unscrew. Alright, so we got the steering column apart. She's leaking everywhere. So we're going to clean it up, have a look, see if we can place some seals and some gaskets in it, and stop it from leaking, go through it, re-grease it, and all that good stuff. I think this is kind of funny. I was cleaning this up and I found a couple of dents in here. And to fix the dents, they had just put some body filler in there to make the tube round again. But while they were at it, they filled the vent hole with body filler as well. And so when I wired it off, all this grease and stuff that's been pouring out of the end and through everywhere else comes just spewing out of here. And this is actually a grease box. It doesn't have oil in it, but the grease is so degraded that it's acting like oil. So that's why this box was covered in oil and grease. It's got a bronze bushing at the bottom down here, and it's just leaking out past that. So we'll pop the cover off, make some gaskets for here and for the top, clean it out, repack it all. The box is nice and tight, but based on what I saw in the housing there in the rear end, it's going to be a mess. Yeah, that looks like grease. Pour out your grease. So without even pulling this apart, I can tell you the front end on this is wore out. If this shows up, but the bronze bushings in here are shot. Kind of lost on this, because I just took the spring off and it shows that, you know, it looks like it's never been apart in its life. But however, there's nylon lock nuts on there. I'm going to sandblast this front axle here in a second. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting some piece of threaded rod and some washers to keep the sand out of the boss there. We'll put a bolt through here. We'll do the same on the other side. A couple of minutes of prevention saves us getting shut in here and having to clean it out later. Well, it's Sunday and we don't have the bronze bushings for here. Hopefully they're here tomorrow. So just for now, I'm just gonna mop the front end up, just to get the parts out of the way. These are the U-bolts that hold the front axle in, and when I was cleaning these up a little bit, there was a crud buildup right here, and what I found is they're wore down. Yeah, they've been corroded away, and they're actually worn enough to where they're an issue where they're going to break if we retorque them. They've been torqued down for 85 years. We release the pressure on them, we put them back in, we torque them down again, they're going to hit the yield point and snap. So the issue is if we weld this up, then we're pretty much guaranteed to snap. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to put them in the heat treat oven, and we'll bring them up to about 1,000, 1,100 degrees, something like that. And then we'll weld them. And then we'll put them back in the heat treat oven, and then we'll let them stress relieve themselves. So that'll take a good day to get that process cleaned up. Yeah, that's hot. One down. These are the ones I pulled out of the heat treat oven. I welded them up yesterday to fix the threads on them. And I had to laugh. I got these things up to about 1,100 degrees. Red oxide primer survived at 1,100 degrees. So whoever did the original restoration on this car did some good paint. The UPS just dropped us off our mounts. We just had these rebonded. These are the original ones, and we had a company actually rebond all of these. And I open up the box, and yeah. So I'm trying to figure out how to straighten out this. I'm kind of wondering if I just bend it back, whether it's going to snap off or not. Because it's rubber, I can't just heat it up and do it, so I don't know. If it breaks, I guess what we're going to have to do is just keep slowly building it up with weld and redoing it. I'll just set that right there. Alright, let's try our luck. See if we break it. Well, that's me 1 and UPS 0. All I got to do now is try and fix the threads. Well, I honestly expected that to break off. I'll go buy a lotto ticket now.